What do you do when you have 3 movie rooms to choose from in your house that have movies in them? You go and look in them, which one you can find. No, I'm just kidding. And hopefully you'll come up with a movie. Let's go into my movie rooms. This will give you a little change of pace just from my other videos that you've seen so far. Alright, anyway, here we go. We're gonna look over here on this wall. These are some of my shelves and shelving units and stuff like that. I gotta have another camera that points the other way. I'm tired of this one that just points at me. Maybe I can get one that turns around corners or something cool like that. That'd be pretty neat. These are some of the other ones that, some of my other shelves that I got. Horror, sci-fi, kind of things like that. Let's see. Kind of in the mood to do an 80s movie. I don't know why. I'm wanting to do like an 80s, maybe like an 80s comedy or like something like that. Alright, what we got 80s wise? Here we go. We have Burglar with Whoopi Goldberg. Crocodile Dundee. The Dream Team. Ow! Rats biting my legs. Bad rat. Ernest. The Essential Collection. No, Essential Ernest. Hey, buddy. My rats are biting me. License to Drive, baby. Mannequin 2. So, man. Moving in Grease Lightning with Richard Pryor. They called me Bruce. I call you dipshit. No. That's actually a line from the movie. 3 O'Clock High. Oh, there's a lot of 80s movies. The Whoopie Boys. Zapped. And those are all in alphabetical order. And Worth Winning. Well, those are just a few of my 80s ones. I have a lot of 80s movies. Alright, so out of all those, what could I do? Let's see, what would be a fun one to do? Alright, let's pick out of these, see what I can come up with. I actually haven't seen Burglar. I bought it, but I haven't ever watched it, so I can't really do that one. Let's see. See what I can come up with. The Meatballs quadrilogy. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to see me review Meatballs or any of its sequels. No. Meatballs 2 and Meatballs 3. Yes, I own all of the Meatballs movies for some freaking reason. Some of them aren't really that good. The first one's really the only good one. The other ones are okay. They're kind of funny. Let's see. This rat keeps wanting to bite my finger. What's on my finger that smells so good? Come here, baby. I was gonna show you my ratty. She's being stupid and she doesn't want to come out and see me. She's running around. I let my rats run out every once in a while and see what I can see. Alright, anyway. Out of the ones that I have here, I want to review none of them. No, they're all entertaining in their own way. I also have Secret Admirer with C. Thomas Howell and O.C. and Stiggs with John Cryer, and National Lampoon's Class Reunion, which is one of John Hughes' first movies that he wrote. I don't know what the hell happened. What's going on here? My internet got screwed up. Rats chewing on my cord? What's going on? Check your internet connection, because it sucks! No. The rats are chewing through your cords. That's what's going on, damn it. Anyway, what are you doing, little rat. Look at this rat. She's so silly. Whoa, she's running all over the place. Oh! Ratty said, I got things to do today and run around. I got things to do. Things of a rat-like nature. Those are a few of my movies. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time picking my movies. Normally I have a movie way picked in advance and I can figure out what it is. And I don't have to normally think this long about what movie to do. But for some reason today, I don't know. I'm having trouble picking one. I just found one that I'm going to do. It's called Bloody Murder. And it's a Friday the 13th knockoff. I figured I'll do that one. It's sitting right in front of me. Alright. We want to go into the problems with this movie first, or should I just tell you what it's about? I'll tell you what it's about first, and then I'll go into the problems. Alright. The terrifying legend of Trevor Morehouse, a masked figure who wields a chainsaw instead of a left hand, is behind this frightening game of hide-and-seek played out in the first night of camp every year. But this year, underlying sense of terror is lurking in the minds of the campers and counselors. And thrills by a campfire soon turn into the counselors' worst nightmares as they begin to disappear one by one. Blood-curdling screams and the roar of a chainsaw are the only sounds in the isolated woods, and the remaining counselors must scramble to solve the mystery before becoming the killer's next victim. Alright. Bloody Murder, this is the box art of the original VHS copy of the film. Also the DVD art. And this is the back of it. Directed by Ralph Portillo, written by John Stevenson. And there is also a sequel, but we're not going to talk about the sequel. We're going to talk about the original today. Bloody Murder. What do you need to know about Bloody Murder? Well, number one, he does not have a chainsaw throughout the whole movie. And number two, he doesn't wear this stupid mask that I remember. I don't think he has a mask on. He's supposed to be like a Jason type killer. But the thing about the movie is, it's not really even like the original Friday the 13th, which this movie is actually trying to rip off. I actually kind of like this movie. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It's really silly and really kind of stupidly rips off the Friday the 13th formula, but I like it for some reason. It's kind of fun, and it's kind of a stupid, a stupid way. And the dialogue's not very good. The story's not very original. It's basically Friday the 13th, except for a different kind of killer. It basically rips off the formula, and it kind of tries to go in a different direction, but doesn't really come off too originally. So that's, I don't know. But I kind of liked it. I'm kind of undiscriminating with my horror, though. If you're really discriminating with horror movies, you're not going to really find this. You probably won't find it really that original or enjoyable. Actually, we'll talk about the sequel for a brief minute. I like the sequel a little bit better than the original on the Bloody Murder movies. It's got a little bit more gore and effects and stuff. The first one doesn't really it doesn't have a whole lot of effects, and it just seems to be, and it turns out to be one of the counselor leaders instead of Trevor Morehouse, he's supposed to be the legend of the lake that's killing everybody. But it's not Trevor Morehouse. It's the counselor guy who's pretending to be Trevor Morehouse. So it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame in that respect, isn't it, Reddy? I love my rats. Can you tell? No? They love me. But they got things to do. They got rat business to do running on the ground. But anyway, yeah, you're a good rat. But anyway, it was an alright movie. To me, it was a occasional watch. I would watch it every once in a while. It's not really. I think it's better than a one-time watch because I thought it was kind of entertaining and kind of fun in its own way. And some of the kills and stuff were kind of cool. John R. Stevenson actually returned for the sequel to write the sequel as well. Closing Camp, I believe, is the name of the sequel, and it was kind of a fun sequel. You actually got to see Trevor Morehouse, and there's actually a little bit more action in the second one. I think that's why I like the second one. It had the energy and the action and stuff seemed to kind of flow a little better in the sequel. As for being if you're really offended that it's a Friday the 13th ripoff, and you think it's kind of a poor imitator. And if you're too worried about that, I wouldn't watch it. I don't think you. I think you end up comparing itself too much. But if you kind of set it apart on its own, I think it's good for a couple watches. It's kind of a fun movie. They basically find out at the end of the movie, like I said, that it's one of the counselors that's killing people, and the main girl in the movie puts two and two together and finds it out, and she thinks it's one of the girl counselors, but it ends up being one of the guys. Not one that she expects or whatever. They actually have a few kind of false starts where they have a couple characters that kind of like they send one of the counselors off and they're like, well, we have you pinned down, you know, we think you might have done it or whatever. So they think one of the other characters was actually one of the ones that did it, but he ends up getting pissed off because he's like, I didn't do this crap. You guys are trying to frame this crap on me or whatever. So he gets a little pissed off that I have to go back into my normal stance of laying on my bed. But he gets a little pissed off that they blamed him in the first place. Sorry for the crappy angles. I gotta figure out what's going on with my internet. I don't know what's happening. But that's pretty much. But they find out it wasn't him, and it was the least. Had to plug in my thing. I was about to die. It was the least. What is going on here? Hold on, let me check my connections. Figure out what the hell's happening here. My internet is not okay. On, off. It says no networks found. Those rats are chewing on my cords. I'm gonna have to kill them. Hold on, let me check this real quick. I gotta make connections. I don't know. I gotta figure out what's going on in there. Somehow my connection. I'm gonna have to reboot it or something to get it back going again. Hold on. Let me close this. Let's see if it comes back on. Server not found. Try again. Server not found. All right. Well, I'll have to look at that in a minute. Anyway, so that's what Bloody Murder is. It's an enjoyable kind of horror camp themed movie that follows in the foot trails of Friday the 13th and kind of films that took place in the woods. Although the only thing about the movie is I wish they would have followed the Trevor Morehouse storyline a little bit better, because it didn't turn out to be him in the first place. It actually turned out to be somebody else. So the modeling after the style of trying to kill and actually trying to be him, but I guess they were trying to do like a Friday the 13th thing where they were like, oh, he's really not the killer in this movie, so this is who it really was. I don't know. I guess that may have been what they were going for. Possibly, but I don't know. That's kind of what I think anyway. But anyway, sorry for this unflattering view. This is where I like to sit when I review my movies. But hopefully I got in the other room a little bit, kind of got out of my little space. But I don't know what happened to my internet. That's kind of pissing me off. But anyway, I think the rats are chewing through the cords. Damn rats. I was just saying how much I love my rats, and I'm like, they're chewing up my cords. Damn rats. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Would I recommend Bloody Murder? Bottom line, yes, I would. I would recommend it to horror fans, to even just to check out once, just to kind of see what the movie's about and see if you like it or not. You may be surprised. You may actually like it. But if you're too caught up in the Friday the 13th closeness and stuff like that, I don't know. You may not enjoy it. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are going to like. I don't know what you're not going to like. Like I said, these are just my humble opinions, what I think about the movie and what I think about it. I would recommend it, but that's just me. You guys have a good day. Thank you for enjoying. Thank you for sticking out while I look for a movie. Hopefully I'll be a little more prepared next time, and I'll be able to find a movie maybe a little bit quicker than I did today. But you guys have a good day. If you're in the Tulsa area, don't get out too much unless you have to. It's horribly hot outside. and drink plenty of liquids. It's really getting hot, and it's getting dangerously hot. So be careful, and if you get out in general, just be careful. But especially if you're in the Tulsa area, just be safe, because it's really getting miserable outside. So we got a little cool down right now. I'm hoping this rain's going to come in. But anyway, you guys have a good day. Thank you for joining me on Matt's Movies, All Good Movie Reviews. We got more episodes coming up soon.